Good evening. My name is Victor van A.S.A.P. We don't have much time, but we have a lot of information to discuss with you, so we'll make several videos. What we need to discuss with you tonight is a very dangerous situation that's existing on the earth at the moment. We'll talk about that, but first we need to add that last year, the year that's just in 2017, is actually a very important year because the whites in South Africa last year has been here exactly for 365 years. This is quite significant. We'll show you later why. In any case, people tell each other Merry Christmas and may God bless you. Now, God can only bless us by sending us the truth, because there's only one door to the Father, and that being the truth. If we don't understand this truth in a manner that we can actually implement into our lives, then we won't be able to expect better results. We just need to look back at our results over the past 2,000 years to see that most people on earth do not know what the truth is. We talk Jesus all the time. We send nice messages and sing nice songs, but we don't know what the truth is really all about. So we're going to discuss some of these things with you this moment, and then later more videos, especially in as far as the lies is concerned. We're going to discuss all of those lies that the world is believing in at the moment in. But for now, it's important to know that only by truth will we be saved. Okay, my name is Victor van A.S.A.P. God has given it to me to write a book. This book is called Pregnant with Purpose. The book is available on CD at the moment in PDF format. It's 2 books, 12 articles available on this CD. My name is Victor van A.S.A.P. This is my cell phone number, and my email address is invalidator@mail.com. Anybody who wants to find out anything more about this are welcome to get in contact with me. What we need to discuss now is this dangerous situation which we call egoism. Egoism is dangerous, seriously dangerous, and this is what the world faces today. A better way to describe it is when people make idols of their own egos. When you idolize your own ego is when you are doing that, which is quite dangerous. This is why we need to talk about the 666 number, and the Bible describes it very easily, very simply for us, that there are 3 manners in which we can have the mark of the beast. We can be followers of the beast by having its mark in our head or its name in our head. But let's read it for you so you get exactly the meaning or the message of what the Bible is telling us. We're reading chapter 13, Revelation chapter 13, verse 17. It says, "And that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark." So first of all, the mark. Secondly, or the name of the beast, the name. Or 3, or the number of his name, or the number. So you would be surprised at how many people already are slaves unto this lie, already part and parcel of being followers of the beast. Even people that call themselves Christians are still finding themselves in this very dangerous situation, which they don't realize, which they don't know. And God says that His children, His nation, are being destroyed due to a lack of knowledge, not for the fact that they pray too little. So 1.7 million people came together in Bloemfontein to come and pray, and everybody went home and they all felt better, but it didn't save South Africa. It doesn't save the world. It doesn't even save one soul. That's it. Right. Within the same week, Lydenburg was attacked. Within the same month, 439 houses were burned down to the ground in Knysna. So what did all this praying help? Nothing. Okay. Lack of knowledge. So we're going to talk about the 666 number. And if we just read the next verse in this chapter 13 on Revelation 13, this chapter 13, we read verse 18, you hear, here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of man. Now, what God says there, it's actually a prediction, and what God is predicting here is the metric system. God is predicting the metric system to come into existence. This is why he says, for it is the number of man. The metric system didn't exist back then, but within the last 65 years that the South Africans has been in South Africa, the metric system became implemented here in South Africa. Okay, this is not the only thing that God predicted about South Africa in the Bible, but we'll talk about the rest later. We don't have much time, so let's hurry. We're going to talk about the value of this number, because people need to understand what the value of this number is. Okay, now God used the nature of things, nature, to explain to us the spiritual things. And the Bible wasn't written to be a history book. It was written actually to talk to us about our attitudes. So the number is also concerning people's attitudes, and we're going to show you what the value of this number is. If we look at the earth and we look at the sun, if the earth were to be stationary at one point, that's, in other words, not revolve around the sun. In other words, the earth wasn't moving around the sun. It was only stationary at one point, one fixed point, and only revolving around its own axle. The circumference of this earth on its equator is exactly 40,000 kilometers. This is why the Bible referred to this number as metric system, as the number of man. Now, if the earth were to have within 24 hours, while it's stationary at one point, one place in time, one place only, and only spinning around its own axle, if this earth were to have a day and a night within 24 hours, the circumference speed of this earth would need to be exactly 1,606 kilometers, repetitive, 666, but in any case, it's about that number. It would need to be exactly that speed for this earth to still have a day and a night within 24 hours if it was only stationary at one fixed point and not revolving around the sun. Now, at the moment, the earth is spinning at more than 1,000 kilometers per hour, the circumference speed. But only when the earth is stationary, not revolving around the sun, the circumference speed will need to be even more. It will need to be 1,666 kilometers per hour. And what this means spiritually, if we say spiritually, we're talking about the attitude of a person. Spiritually, this would mean if your world only revolves around you, it's all about me, myself, and I, then in God's point of view, in as far as you are concerned, you are not human. You've only been born. You've not been created in His image and likeness. You do not look like Him. The Bible says in Revelation chapter 13. And then I stood on the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rising up out of the sea. A beast, not man. This person who the Bible is referring to here is not called man by God. And even if we talk later, we're going to discuss a lot of things with you later. If you go read Revelation 17 verse 2, you'll see there's two groups of individuals on earth which God calls kings of the earth and inhabitants of the earth, but he does not call them human. Long words like this, but he does not call them human. There are a lot of people on earth who God does not see as being human. We can prove these facts out of many other places in the Bible, but this is what it's all about. It's about egoism. If you change street names, if you change the names of cities and towns, and everything you do is only to show the world who's boss, that, according to God, is egoism. It's making an idol out of your own ego, and it's what the 666 number of the beast is all about. And you're not human in God's eyes. It's got nothing to do with race or color. It's got to do with the attitude of a person. And at this moment, people in South Africa, especially the whites, are concerned about things going on in South Africa and even across the world. America's people in America have spoken about it, about the Christians being tortured, being murdered, and God showed me that I should write a book called Man Deleted. Let me fit it in here somewhere. Man Deleted. Deleted. A.S.A.P. And this book will talk about the fact that it's so easy for the devil to destroy everything that God has done upon the face of this earth since at the time of Adam and Eve, since 6,000 years ago until now. It's as easy for him to destroy it by simply doing three things. First of all, get everybody to want to believe in lies. Get everybody to want to be ego service, do this egoism, make idols out of their own egos. Get everybody to, or especially his children, the children of the devil, the destroyers of this earth, get them to murder, rape, set to fire, torture the children of God. That's as simple as that. So this is a very serious situation which the world is facing at the moment, and we will be discussing all these things in more detail, but we don't have much time. So from me, I hope you have a blessed 2018, and may you be blessed by becoming knowledgeable about God and His truth in a way that makes logical sense, so that you can actually implement it into your life and you can expect better results. Because this system, the book about Pregnant with Purpose that God helped me to write, this book is about a system which Jesus invented, with which we can eradicate poverty from the face of the earth. And that the world, at the moment, this world is having this huge problem. One of the many problems there is the fact that there are more than 156 million children dying of hunger all across the face of this world. So, Jesus already gave us the answers. Just ask yourself why you don't know the answers yet. So we're going to talk about the fall of the big whore mystery. Why is the Bible, even after another 2,000 years after the birth of Jesus, why is the Bible still a mystery unto most people? What are they paying their churches for? Month after month. Just to make them feel better. Like the 1.6 million or 1.7 million who went and prayed. We leave that with you, and we'll see you again soon. Hopefully you'll get to understand these things but better. Be welcome to discuss it with us. in more detail. Thank you.